Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. Now look, things for the Shamrocks are looking good. We're in week 17 and we're in control of our own destiny. We've won our division, things are looking great, but we need to make sure we win today's game in order to make sure we have the #1 seed in the playoffs, which is a big deal. Unfortunately, we've had an injury on our team as we simmed a couple of weeks, and it's time to address it. So Clinton Moreau has been out for a while, but the big one is Justin Sweeney, one of our top corners again. He's a young dude, but he's been so good for us, and he's out for 7 weeks, which means he's on injured reserve because he can't come back. That puts him out after the Super Bowl. Assuming we make that, he's gone. So we went in free agency. We went and found ourselves a guy that can ultimately play corner for us. We found Will Reddick. Now, if we go ahead and look at what his ratings ultimately are, speed is an 89, but his acceleration is a 96. He's the highest man coverage of pretty much anybody out there with good speed. So 79 man coverage, zone coverage. We can't really play much with him there, but he's got good overall ratings to do what I think we need him to do at the bottom of our depth chart. We're gonna be missing Justin Sweeney, but Will Reddick can help us out somewhat. So here's what our corner situation looks like. Trey Sanders, Carlton Davis, Christian Norwood, Will Huff, and Will Reddick. A little bit rough at the bottom, but we'll be okay. Sweeney was also our top kick returner and punt returner, so Ray Graham will step in there from a kick return perspective, and punt return perspective, he'll also be taking that over. Again, you're looking at the playoff here. We've got the #1 seed projected. As long as we win out today's game, we should be holding on to that. It'll be Bears versus Lions, Panthers versus Seahawks, 49ers versus Cowboys, and the left-hand side, it'll be Titans, Raiders, Chiefs, Colts, Patriots, Browns, with the Ravens having a bye. Again, this could shift a little bit, but if we win out, we'll control our own destiny at the top of the seed. Also, really quickly, I realize I haven't shown you guys the draft class for this at all because Madden share has been down for God knows how long. I haven't been able to actually upload a draft class, but some of the top players, Dominic Reese, a big wide receiver out of Indiana. There's some quarterbacks at the top of the board that are really good. I'm looking at Isaiah Monroe. This dude could be, I think, pretty good. 6'3", 208, A- for man coverage, B for press, B- for awareness. There's also another corner we're looking at here if we go to pull up that depth chart. Some guys we can look at here. Pierre Witherspoon seems pretty solid. The dude I'm looking at the most, though, is this dude, an early second rounder, so maybe we get him at the end of the first round, but he's got A- press, A- man coverage, and B for zone coverage at 6'5". And beside Trey Sanders, opposite sides of the field, I'm here for that. So we're back home here again, at home, ready to get things going. Rashawn Dorsett, for the first time in his NFL career, could throw for 5,000 yards this season. That would be a career high, first time in franchise history. Let's see if he can do it today. If you want to check that draft class out again, I'm not currently able to upload it, which is unfortunate, but when it is ready to be uploaded, it'll be called GGB Fictional 2, the number 2, if you want to check it out. All right, solid start to the drive here, 2nd and 13. And the running back to go for the flats. I don't know what angle that was that he took, but it wasn't a good one. Hayden Hutchinson, though, has been doing a really good job at quarterback so far for the Broncos in his young career. First down action again. A lot of pressure. Glenn Walls' first sack of the game. Let's go, big fella. Been blitzing a lot, and it has been working out really well right now. The Broncos front line hasn't handled it super well. They do a much better job there, but a great pass breakup by Carlton Davis. Third down coming up here. Hutchinson again. Shotgun. Got to get running back to his left-hand side. Middle watching the slot. Couple of guys there. They go for the check down. We're trying our best to tackle before the line of scrimmage. We do. That should be a punt. So the Broncos do punt it. They just have the greatest punt in franchise history, putting us at the 1 yard line. Things are a little tough right now. We'll try and get our star running back, Mr. Lindley, out here. That is a heck of a carry to get things going. 11 big yards. Excuse me, 12 big yards for him. Lindley coming into this game's got a really big opportunity to hit 1,000 yards this season. Again, he's yet to not have a season for that to happen. And the young fellas, I might do it on one play.
Bruh.
I don't really know how we fell right there, but whatever. I'll take the big run. And Lindley is back. First down again. Lindley carrying the offense early on. A lot of pressure. Dorsett feels the pressure and throws it away. 2nd and 10 after Dorsett threw a pretty bad pass. Nice check across the middle. We're going to see Bartell pick it up for 6. First real third down. 3rd and 4 coming up. I'm going to go with the halfback screen. They had pressure out the wazoo there. Look at our guy Lindley breaking the tackles, breaking the second one. It says, give me that first down. He came to play today. First down again on the right side of the 50. We're set, making a little bit of motion. He's feeling the pressure. I don't really know what happened there. What's wild is they actually gave him an incomplete pass. That was a sack if you ask me, but whatever. We'll take what we got. We're set again, ready to get things going. It's got a guy in Bartell. Bartell's going to catch that one. Makes a nice move, breaks his ankles, picks up a whole lot more, gets down to the 24. 1st and 10. I'm not going to lie. Gallup deep might be the move. Single high safety. Little play action. They got help over the top. We unfortunately are going to fumble that one. Felix Towns, get down. Don't run. They had a slot guy help out there. We probably could have thrown it over the top to Gallup and been okay, but it's a little risky. We played it safe there and ended up getting a lot of yards lost. Dorsett puts Lindley in motion. It's back. Our left tackle's been getting heated on all day. Gallup going up top, catching that one. There's a flag in the play. I'm imagining it's going to be a hold. It's coming back. Who's it on? Brandon Scherf, of course. Gotta be honest, Brandon Scherf's contract, he's wanting a lot of money. He's kind of older. He gets a lot of penalties. We're probably going to try to move on from him in the offseason. If we can get somebody talented and young in the offseason, that would be great. If we can't, it is what it is. Lindley. No one saw that. But real talk, Scherf has had, you know, obviously a great time here, but what he's done recently has honestly not been great. Dorsett Company trying to get a first down. The big fella Bronco Barnett, he goes up, he grabbed it. Now we're inside the 15. Little stretch play coming up now that we're in the red zone. Dorsett going to hand it off to Lindley. Lindley trying to get to the edge. Again, the blocking, not quite there. Almost inside the 10. Looking for anything productive here. We dump it off to Lindley, who's again been electric so far today, but he can't really break the tackle on 3 people. 3rd and 9. This is a big possible conversion we need. Own it up to the big fella. Bronco Barnett, go up and get yourself one, young fella. We needed it, we got it. Bronco, first touchdown of the game. And the Broncos struggled a lot on offense yet again, but they punt it to the 2-yard line. They must have the best punter in the entire NFL. It's kind of wild. And Lindley trying to get something. He gets basically one. Trying to get our team way out of their own zone right now. And off to Lindley. Lindley again picks up a couple there, gets us a little bit more breathing room. 3rd and 5. Dorsett knows what he needs right here. Only a couple more in front of him. Bartell reaches in front of him, grabs it, and gets down quickly. I gotta be honest, I'm a little perplexed as to how bad this team has been for Denver on offense. I mean, they have Cordell Stewardson, who is one of the best wide receiver prospects you've ever really seen. And then they have Hayden Hutchinson, who's a really good young quarterback. What's going on there? Great grab there, over 100 yards in the day so far. For our guy Dorsett again, he needs about 313 to get himself to 5,000 on the season. Bartell again trying to pick up some extra yards, stretches it and gets about 8 there. 2nd and short, got a heavy package. Dorsett out here making a miss, running a little wild, trying to get the blocks he needs. He goes down, and he almost broke one for a lot of yards there. I mean, technically 25 yards is a lot of yards, but you know what I mean. He could have went to pay dirt on that. A little play coming up here for Dorsett. He's got his guy underneath. Arnold trying to make a miss, picks up a couple, short of the marker. Passing game is working really well, but we don't want to forget about our guy on the ground again. Lindley, we need to get him 1,000 yards in the season. It's a contract bonus for him, and we want to make sure that man gets paid. 3rd and inches here. Watching the defensive end. Dorsett going up the middle. Dorsett might have himself a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Rashad Dorsett is in the end zone. Was it a passing touchdown? No. Was it passing yards? No. We'll take it. Our defense has played really well. We're holding Denver to 48 yards total offense right now, which again, insane. Hutchinson back. A couple of guys he can throw it to right over our heads there. We couldn't quite get it out. We see Meekins trying to end up getting a strip, but he can't get it. And speaking of Cordell Stewardson earlier, that's him. X Factor. He's making some plays already today. Running a little cover 2. Trying to get into the backfield. They go for a quick run, and Biddle wraps him up after 1. Under center now, 2nd and 9. We're going to try to get a blitz heavy again. We've been blitzing them nonstop. Our offensive line hasn't really responded super well to it, but they got an opportunity for a solid run here. 29 is going to pick up a couple. There's a flag on the play. Probably coming back, if I had to imagine. Exactly. Block in the back. We're going to take that penalty. Makes it 2nd and 14. And that play was actually on Cordell Stewardson again. Incredible receiver. As a blocker, probably not so much. Ooh, look at that. Nice pass to Bradford out of the backfield, but we wrap him up with Biddle. Big play coming up. Trying to get a stop here in 3rd and short. Denver again knows they need this to keep any momentum going at halftime. A lot of pressure on the quarterback. Quick check down. 88 goes up for a big hit and gets taken down by Norwood and Fryer. They're going right back at it again. We're keeping the blitz going. Chase Young's right there, and Hutchinson throws it away smartly. They're in pass happy mode right now. Again, under 2 minutes right now. We can do something big. Watching the halfback out of the backfield. They go for the slants. We've been giving those up nonstop. We give up another big one there to Jerry Jeudy. I mean, Jerry Jeudy, Cordell Stewardson. Who else do they have? I mean, how can you not have 5,000 yards passing with those dudes as your receivers? That's kind of wild. Halfback screen. Biddle, though, wraps him up quickly. Luke Bishop, an opportunity for a sack here. 2nd and 11. No one to protect Hutchinson in the backfield. They go for something quick. This one's thrown up. Davis has it, bobbles it, and it's dropped. Big 3rd down. Hutchinson again. No one to protect him. Pressure off the edge. He goes for a quick out route. No shot. That's going to be a field goal coming up. 4th and 11 here. 50 seconds left. They're going to line up to get their first points on the board. Roll pressure, kick is up. Pretty much down the middle. That was going to be good. The leads to 11. 45 seconds left. We have 3 timeouts. We got a real big opportunity here, in my opinion, to still put some points on the board. We're set again, looking for time. He's got a guy, but he threw that to the safety. I mean, I get he might be confused from a hard hit he took earlier, but bro, that's the wrong team you're throwing the football to there. Got Gallup in the slot. We're going to try to put him out here. Go to the far right side. Barnett always coming to the ball. You got to love it because we might have been throwing a pick there. Gallup and company on the edge. Safety's coming up in the box. I like our chances. Michael Gallup one-on-one. Ooh, might be 1v2. No shot. Michael Gallup made that catch. How? That's 2 big ones today he's had. We have thrown up so many crazy passes to Michael Gallup this season, one-on-one coverage, and he's caught them all inside the 10. I mean, that dude probably could have 18 touchdowns this year if we didn't just kind of fail him with some short passes here and there. I kind of like what we got here. Gallup on the edge. Hit him with a fade route. See what he's got. Throw it up one time. He did it once. Couldn't quite do it again. 3rd and goal. Good news, we completed it. Bad news, it's just to the same guy we threw it to earlier, but this time Justin Simmons caught it. The half is going to end here, 1st and 10. They ran one play, got it to about here. They're going to try and throw a Hail Mary. We're basically sending a delayed blitz with Walls, getting some pressure on him. That's a sack. We'll take it. Montez Sweat, good work. I didn't really love how the offense finished that drive there at the end. We got to do better. No more turnovers. This game's not over. We got work to be done. The good news is, though, we got to kind of right some of our wrongs here. Starting out with the ball at the beginning of the half. Little read option in place. Thad Lindley trying to get some action going. He's had a solid game so far. Not a ton of carries, but he's making the most of them. Little 2nd and inches action. Bronco Barnett again coming over to help. Got a little play action coming for him. Honestly, that's not what we wanted to see happen. 2nd fumble of the game for Dorsett. It kind of looked like an opportunity for us to step up, make a big play. We stepped up. We just didn't exactly make the play we thought we were going to make there. So it's 3rd and 7 now. Pivotal down again. Lindley getting involved in the passing in the past couple weeks. He's been so good in it, and he shows it right there. 2 set of downs again. That is not ideal. What are you doing, Dorsett? I feel like the only good news with how Dorsett is throwing the football right now is that it happens every once in a while. It's not an insane amount of times, but every so often he has one of those games where you're just sort of questioning what exactly he's doing, and this seems to be one of them. Keeping the momentum going. No bad passes in our future. That's all I care about right now. Bronco Barnett hitting him in stride. Big fella's gonna move his way. Stretches for the pylon. Let's go, big fella. Not 1, but 2 touchdowns for Bronco this afternoon. Absolutely gotta love how the offense did that. Again, a dicey pass by Dorsett. It's not picked off, but things still worked out in the end for us. It's like another run here for Denver. It's one thing that's really been working for him kind of okay in the last half or so. 2nd is short. Going right back to the run. This time we're prepared for it. They've been switching up their running game a lot. Darius Geisen sometimes, Bradfield in the other times. You see Bradfield in this time. He's been more of their pass catching back from what we've seen. This time he goes up the middle. They fool us a little bit. Sweat grabs him, but it's too late. Trying to get some pressure. We haven't really had any threat on Hutchinson in about a quarter. Bishop ready to go. Shoots the gap. They got a guy deep. Davis gets burned by Cam Sutton. The pass is a definition of an absolute dot. He put that where one guy could catch it, and that was his receiver. You got to respect Hutchinson for that one. Bishop ready to go. Gets a big tackle for a loss in the backfield. After 2-yard loss, they go right back to the running game. Geis again picks up a broken tackle there. We got multiple guys trying to tackle him. It took 5 dudes to bring him down. 3rd down at 8 yards to go. Pretty much every single dude we have is in coverage. We're going to try to get some pressure with the defensive line. Chase Young coming off the edge, has an opportunity, but again, there are too many good receivers in Denver. Sutton, Stewartson, and Judy. How do we cover them all? And honestly, we had a way better chance to try to cover them all if we had Justin Sweeney, but again, Sweeney's out for the remainder of the season on injured reserve, so that puts a big hole in our secondary right now. Balls blitzing through freely. Hutchinson panic fully. Denver though in the red zone, trying to keep things going here. Got to get some pressure on Hutchinson again. He puts his guy in the motion. Coverage is kind of lined up for the most part. Underneath route, quick one. We pick him up though after 3. 3rd and 6. Blitzing again. Man, we try to blitz so many times this drive, and it's been really, really difficult to get them to stop. They're running, it looks like almost the exact same play, switching things up. They go up top. They fade us out. No shot. They're calling pass interference on that. Hello? Where? I'm gonna be honest. That was absolute trash. No pass interference. That ball was thrown out of bounds. It wasn't even catchable, and they call pass interference. I can't believe it. And all of our guys up now. Imagine the run's coming back. Staying heavy in this left-hand side of the line. Bishop drags a dude, but he drags in the wrong way. Touchdown, Denver. They're right back in this game. So a great drive by Denver ends up putting us in a spot where we've got to still keep our foot fully down. With the run here from Lindley. Lindley's going to pick up again about 3 or 4. Trying to get Lindley out here to the right-hand side as the third quarter winds down. He's got an opportunity here. The juke move broke some ankles. Let's go. Thad Lindley, 66 on the game. He's getting close to 1,000 on the year. A little 3rd and 1 action. See if we can get a little conversion. Got him in the backfield. That's not good. That's a great stop by Denver, honestly. They have all the momentum right now, and ball's on our court. We got to stop them. Watching for underneath routes. They go for something. A great pass breakup by Trey Sanders. Earned that contract. 2nd and 10 again. We're here in the 4th quarter. Only an 11-point game. Denver knows they're still technically in the game. You got to do better, though. 3rd and 4. We can put Norwood there in a QB spy. Has to sit on the route. They go. Oh, this is bad. Stewartson, again, one of the top picks in the draft not too long ago. Burned us. And it's a 1-score game. We got ourselves a ball game right now. 5-point game. Looks like they went for 2, didn't ultimately get it, so we've got a little bit more of a cushion than I anticipated. 2nd and 8 again. We need a lot of first downs in this drive. What a throw in the face of pressure. That is a dot to Michael Gallup with a dude right in his face. Lindley's mostly fresh again. He hasn't had an insane amount of carries this game. We're going to try to use him as much as we possibly can here. Nice juke. He's going to move himself down to the 45-yard line. 82 on the game. That's 1,000 yards in the season for him. We did it. That was one of those moments where I knew we were close. I just didn't know exactly how close. But again, solid game from Lindley so far. Only 11 carries, but effective game. Of course, that's out here moving. Love to see it slide because we don't want to see him fumble a 3rd time. Keep in mind, we're trying to get Dorsett his passing yards. Want him to have 313 in the season. That would be beautiful because he'd have 5,000 for the first time in his career. Got Gallup going deep. No shot. Oh my God, he almost had it. A big opportunity there. Gallup had it, got his feet down, just had it knocked away at the last second. And then with the play action. This is close. Michael Gallup is an actual animal. I mean, really, what a catch. Not only was that a wild grab with dudes all over the field, but he almost scored a touchdown off of that. Had his feet in bounds, never went out. You got to love it. Opportunity, got a guy in the backfield, Deontay Arnold. Welcome to the end zone, young fella. We've been looking for you. So with 3.5 minutes left, there's a lot of pressure. The sun is setting on both the game and potentially Denver season. We found him to a pretty good spot on rush yards, the pass yards. Been shredding us a little bit. I got a feeling there's a holding penalty coming here. A lot of bad tackling on our side. Hello? They finally go out of bounds. We'll see what the ref ends up saying here. I'm hoping it's on them. Hello? No. That's not what I was looking for. So that went from being good to extremely bad. Now they're at the 41-yard line. They're almost in field goal range. This is looking tough all of a sudden. I mean, can we cover Cordell Stewartson? The answer is no. We're gonna try sitting in zone for a little bit just because, I don't know. We're not doing well in man right now. Sweeney being out is really hurting us. But I don't know if we can really cover these dudes in zone either. The answer to that was no. It was absolutely no. So here we are trying to get something going. And it's looking a little rough at the moment. 1st and goal from the 1. Not a lot of resilience there, but we stopped them. Back at it again, 2nd and goal. All we need to do is get 3 more stops. Hutchinson goes for it. Deron Payne hits him, but Darius Guy shakes him off. He's in the end zone. The lead stays at 5 right now. Again, an opportunity to keep moving the pace. We could just go for runs nonstop, and maybe we'll sort of do that, but I kind of want to put pressure on that safety. Choose one side. Got 2 burners who can go up and get it. See what they can do. I don't know if that was the right choice. Oh, that's definitely the right choice. A penalty? They had a phantom flag on us earlier for pass interference. They actually have pass interference here, and that moves us inside a field goal range now from the 30. We'll take that. Thanks a lot, Garyon Conley. So with that call, the 2-minute warning's here, so we can go ahead now and start running the football. That is actually a huge change to this game. Lily goes up the middle. It's a flag, though. I'm imagining it's going to be a holding penalty in the offense. To see what they say. That one's coming back. So from the 35 now, 1st and 15. Going right back to Thad Lindley. He's going to find his way through. Gets carried down, but again, he picks a 5 up that we just lost. Denver's going to use their first time out again. We are in field goal range. We get the field goal. It's still an 8-point game, so I'd like to control the clock as much as possible, get ourselves a touchdown, and not get our star running back hurt. Well, 3rd and 11 is coming up, so the big thing is make sure you make them use their timeouts. Lindley's going to break a big tackle. He doesn't get quite the yards he wanted him to, but he's to the 25. He got it to the middle of the field. Should be an easy field goal. Sean Lane has definitely had his issues. We're going to try to line one up here. See if he can be accurate. I'm scared. It's up. Down the middle. It's good. You got an 8-point lead. Defense, do your job. So we're coming out here knowing that Denver's passing pretty much every single time. They can't run the ball. They have no timeouts. They have to go 75 yards and a dream to get themselves where they need to be. Keep these guys in bounds. Don't let them get out of bounds. We did just that. As much as I want to play man defense, I just don't think we can against this receiver core. 3 dudes that are above 90 overall. They're killing us nonstop today. We're going back to zone. Watching for the deep routes. We'll let them go underneath. That's not even a completion. He only had 1 foot in. He didn't auto challenge that. They gave it to him. It is what it is. Short yardage. We still got 3 guys going deep here. We're playing for the deep passes. They're going for the deep one here. We got Trey Sanders making a great pass breakup on Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. I would love to see our defensive front make some pressure. We had pressure early on, Montez Sweat, but since then, not much to be excited about. With the deep route. Oh, yo, Montez Sweat, speak of the devil, what a play. We're going to see him get a monster sack there. 2nd one of the game. 4th down. Last real opportunity here. Denver's going to get sacked again. Who is it? Montez Sweat. 10 sacks in the season, back-to-back plays. You gotta love it. So with that, we're gonna walk out of here, sealing the deal on an incredible regular season. But I don't care about that. I care about the postseason. Let's check the numbers though. Brissett had a great game, eclipsed 5,000 yards in the season, 323 today, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Again, the pick was horrendous, but other than that and the 2 fumbles, he was solid today. Hutchinson though carved us up, struggled early, but late, the dude was on fire. On the ground, Lindley eclipses 112 rushing yards for the afternoon, only 16 carries. That is efficient, and you gotta love it. No touchdowns for him. We see Geis, Bradfield, and Dorsett all get in the end zone despite that. In the air, Abdul Bartel, 6 for 84. Cordell Stewartson again, 5 for 118 at a touchdown. He was a problem today, even with our best guys covering him. Dan Lindley got involved, so did Desmond Bailey. Bronco Barnett had 4 for 68 and 2 big touchdowns. You gotta love how he played today. From a defensive perspective, John Meekins and Jamison Biddle played fantastic today. 7 tackles for each of those guys. We ended up seeing, for a tackle for loss perspective, Bishop, Biddle, and Payne all got 1. Sacks though, we see 1 from Glenn Walls early, and then Montez Sweat, back-to-back plays at the end of the game, gets 2 big ones, finishes with 3, and then again, not a single pick, but some solid plays made in the air. Thad Lindley ends up getting himself a nice little upgrade after the game. We're going to elusive back there because anything to help him out, honestly, the better. +2 to awareness and spin move, +1 to change the direction. That'll be solid come playoff time. Bronco Barnett had a fantastic game as well. We're going to upgrade his vertical threat. Eventually, we'll start upgrading his blocking a little bit, but the dude is an absolute monster. He gets +1 to awareness, catching, change the direction, deep route, juke move, jumping, run block, short route, spectacular catch, and trucking. It's a lot. Now, lastly, Carlton Davis, who had, been burned a couple of times. He's still getting a lot better for us. Upgrading his man-to-man makes him an 84 overall now. He gets +1 to awareness, man coverage, play rec, press, and +3 to tackle. All good things come playoff time. Barring something crazy happen, we've locked up the #1 seed in the NFC, which means we got a bye week, some time to game plan, strategize, and going out there and dominate in the divisional round. We have no excuses this time. We should be fresh. If we can keep our guys healthy, keep them upright, and not turn the ball over, for Sean Dorsett, I'm looking at you. We can make a big run in this postseason. Super Bowl or bust. I am tired of looking at our little thing back there in the loading screen and not seeing a Lombardi trophy. This, I hope, has got to be our year.